Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2021 as we continue our Journeyman Glory Hunter series with Lazio. And things have been a little bit better, I guess, maybe, although we haven't really played anybody of any real importance until today. So we're going to be playing a couple people today, and then a couple more really tough games next episode as well. I'll show you what those are here in a bit. But yeah, a little bit better, but we're really going to be tested today. Let's get into the episode. All right, here we are in a game. Last episode you guys saw was our abysmal loss against Torino here, I think, right? That was the one? Yeah, Roma, Torino. I think that's the right ones. We then went out, we did beat Milan. No, I think you guys saw Torino and Milan, because I think you guys did see this win here. We did beat the Milan. That was with a new tactic. We kept that tactic for the next couple games, right? We did go out against Ajax, actually held them till really late in the game. They picked up an 82nd minute score. So considering that they beat us in the first game as well, but 2-1, we held them to a little bit closer. I felt like that was a tiny improvement, although not much. Although I will also say that this game right here knocked us out of the Champions Cup, which we were already knocked out anyway. There's no way we were getting back into that thing. So that's fine, I guess. I mean, the boys are not going to be happy with me, but I'm kind of happy to not have those on my list right now. We then went up against Monza, same tactic, and beat them 3-1. We did have a goal from Mikolenko and a pair of goals from Places. They picked up a goal in the second half, but honestly, we controlled most of that game. I then decided to change tactics a little bit, just mess around, try some other stuff, try something different. We went out with the new tactic and got a goal, a pair of goals from Splinter and a goal from Nanad, so that was good. We then went up against Barcelona, who had beat us 2-0 in the first game, drew them 1-1. So again, slight improvement against a pretty good team. And then we went out against Verona, who was another team that just wasn't really that good. They were, I think, 20th in our league. We beat them 3-0 as well, with a goal from Mitrovic, a goal from Splinter, and a goal from Mikolenko. So, new tactic, and I'll show you the tactic here in a second. It's a little bit weird, but I kind of wanted to try out a weird tactic because I never really have, and I figured let's just have some fun. If we're having a bad season, let's have some fun with some different tactics. Maybe one of them will work. And this one seems to be working for the most part. But again, the real test is today against number 9 Sassuolo and number 5 Udinese. Actually, Sassuolo was like number 6 when before this last game. So I actually thought they were a little bit higher up. Maybe number 9 is not a huge test, but number 5 is a little bit better test. And then the next episode, we're going to show a Zebra, currently second, and Inter, of course, currently first. So that'll be the next episode. But I wanted to show you this game first, just to kind of show a little bit of this new tactic. We are currently fourth. So we are 5 points behind Inter, but only a point behind Zebra. So, and goal differential is looking pretty good. So we're in there, sort of, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Also, I will say real quick, we did qualify for the Euro Cup. So I guess we can get out there and do something there, maybe, but it's still not super important for us to worry about the Champions Cup right now. I don't think we have a team that could win that right now. Honestly, I think our best chance of winning that was with RB Leipzig so far. So hopefully either our Spanish team or our English team will have a chance once we move over to those countries. I'm not really holding up much hope for us to do it with our Italian team, to be perfectly honest. Here's the tactic. Here is the tactic. It's weird. The reason I went with this tactic, now we're not doing it right this second because we got a couple guys that are injured or tired or whatever. In fact, even Places is really tired right now. But we have 3 really strong attacking midfielders. We have Places, we have Mitrovic, and we have Splinter. 3 very strong attacking midfielders. And not only that, but Joan is also a decently good attacking midfielder, so he can throw in there. Plus, believe it or not, even though he has supposedly no skill in attacking midfielder, I've played Daka a few times in here, and he's like he was on like a 7.5 like average rating for a few games. So obviously people can play in some of these positions even if they aren't technically set up for that. The one weakness is that we just don't have a left winger at all, so we might try and move some stuff around during the January transfer window and see if we can get us a strong left winger if we decide to stick with this formation for any reason. But we have strong right wingers. We have both Splinter. We've got where is he? I'm not seeing him all of a sudden. Is he on the bench somewhere? Oh, DeFabio. DeFabio can play over there. He's currently playing DLP, but he can play over there. He's really strong over there. I just realized Daka is currently injured. Mikalenko is currently injured. Actually, Sega Fall here didn't do too bad for being a one-star winger on the left-hand side, but he's also currently injured. So we've got a few injuries that we're dealing with. Some people that are coming back from injuries that are only not fully fit. Obviously, Places is tired because he's playing a lot because of other injuries. But again, this is a weird formation, but it seems to be working in a weird, strange reason. So we're going to stick with it for a little bit longer just because, I don't know, it's kind of fun to do something different. But yeah, that's our team. And so here we go. Legal on the back, Ostergaard on the left, Napolitano, Oswald in the middle, Papetti on the right-hand side, Traore and Splinter playing as our wingers, DeFabio holding our only midfield role, and then our attacking midfielders are Places on the left, Joan on the right, and Mitrovic holding that attacking midfielder in the middle. Let's see if we can get another result today with this kind of interesting tactic that I was like, you know what? I've seen people play this against us. Let's see what we can do against others. I mean, our form, not too bad in the grand scheme of things. I think this is a good team to test it against as well. I mean, like I said, they're not as good as I thought they were at first. I actually thought they were, like I said, 6, but they have dropped down a little bit. But they're still a decent team. And so if we get a result here, I think that tells us a lot. This early highlight should be a nothing highlight just because I had changed the highlight settings. We really just don't have a lot of options. And part of it is because we have nobody that can play either winger or attacking winger on this side. And so it really limits what kind of formations we're able to run with. Even this one, obviously, we're using someone who's not truly a winger over there. We definitely need to try and pick up somebody that can play over there at least a little bit and see if that'll help us have a few more options on formations. I have been sitting here for a couple hours and I have not yawned one time. What is it with talking, lights on, everything that I suddenly have to start yawning? It's hilarious. Okay, well, we're not doing super great today, and we are going to get an early highlight here for Sassuolo, so maybe we just had some good luck with the formation for a couple games, and it's not actually a good formation. I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. I mean, highlight's not over yet, so it could go back for us, but this is looking like I said. Oh, no, we did get the ball here. Splinter pushing the ball up. Obviously, we know Splinter's a very good player, and he's playing actually in more of a position that he actually prefers. He wants to play on that right-hand side. He gets it inside. Traore, what a goal from Traore. His first goal of the season. All right. Apparently, Traore, who's playing out of position, is doing all right. So I mean, I would have to imagine if you are a good football player at this level of your career, I mean, you could probably just about play any position with some level of competence. But that's not to dismiss, you know, people with skill and you know, the fact that they have ratings and stuff like that in this game. But it just feels like if Traore could play a wingback on the left-hand side, why would he not be able to play just a little further up the field? You know, like it feels like there'd be enough commonality there that he would be able to make do with it and not could be completely, you know, useless in that position. Same thing with Daka. If Daka is a great striker, Traore, we found Traore's like skill spot. I mean, what in the world? But like Daka has basically 0 rating as an attacking midfielder. And you're telling, there's no way he can't play as an attacking midfielder, obviously. A shadow striker like that? Yeah. I mean, all it is just starts a little further back. I mean, that's not all. I know. I am minimizing it a bit more than I probably should. But hopefully you get the gist of what I'm trying to say is like, he should be capable of playing as a shadow striker in the attacking midfield and be competent, honestly. So, and which he has. The few times we've played him back there, he's been absolutely outstanding. Here comes Splinter. He should have scored there, in my opinion, but goalkeeper was closing it down pretty good. Come on, guys. We're looking all right so far. Legal pushing up to Oswald, to Fabio. Oswald back to Legal. Legal kicking the ball deep up. Not going to get to one of our players, unfortunately. But here comes Oswald, getting it up to Places. Places pushing the ball up. He's got a couple options around him. He's going to try and go for himself. Probably not the right call there, but you know what? We'll give it to him. All right. Papetti is really tired. We'll bring Alvarez in there for him. That's fine. Come on, guys. I've actually, as I was scouring like forums and different like YouTube videos and things like that for FM21, there are a surprisingly large number of no striker formations that I've been finding. I mean, I guess it works. I mean, in a sense, it's not like you don't have a striker. You just have strikers that are playing deeper than you might normally have. So it's not like they're not there. They are there. They're just not playing as advanced as they normally would. The funny thing is, we have a really high line of engagement. So, I mean, if you add the high line of engagement with strikers or shadow strikers a little bit deeper, they're kind of almost playing in the same spot they would be. You know, oh, that should have been in. Oh, 2 attempts, but no. What? That should have been in. Poor Places. He's going to be exhausted. We got to give him a rest soon. If Daka wasn't injured, I probably would have rested him for this game. Just brought Daka in, but Daka is currently out. Come on, guys. We're playing well. We're doing good. All right, last sub here. Let's bring... I'm going to bring Places out because I just know he's exhausted. We'll bring Butcher in there. Youngster. Give him a little chance to come into a game. Show his parents that he knows how to play football and all that money they spent on his training was worth it. I think he's 19 years old or something like that. Stomenkovic. Push it across. Fabio. Back to Alvarez. Alvarez over to Stomenkovic. Come on, guys. Gets it across. Traor's there. He's gonna get a hat trick. What? What? Well, I didn't say his hat trick. That was his hat trick, right? Like I might be going crazy. Yeah, okay. I mean, what kind of player have we just created? A player who supposedly doesn't know how to play that position on an 8.9 with a hat trick. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if he knows how to play back here, and he also knows how to play the midfield, right? He's the one that knows how to play attacking left trick, doesn't he? Maybe I'm misremembering him. Obviously, he knows how to play midfield. We do know that. I think he can play back here too. I feel like if you can play both these spots, then this is not much of a stretch. And it seems like he did just fine there. Just fine there. We'll check him out here in just a second. I'm actually curious what other positions he can play. Traor, where you at, buddy? There he is. No, I'm sorry. Okay. No, he actually suddenly is a makeshift. I don't know if that was there before. He can play defensive midfielder. Okay, I knew he could play another position besides midfield. I thought it was as a wing back, but I guess it's just back here. I mean, still, let's say he plays normally right there, like as the left side of a midfield 3. Well, then in that case, move in 10 feet to your left. Now, don't get me wrong. The guys that are playing in this spot are more expected to kind of push further up on this wing than maybe somebody who's here. Although if he played somebody here as a Mazzala, wouldn't they be kind of pushing off into that wing as well, just from a different position? I guess my point is, all I'm trying to get at, it does not feel like much of a stretch to have somebody play over here who's good playing here. And his preferred foot is on the left side, so that definitely helps as well. All right, we're going to be back for a game number 2, which is against, was 5th ranked, right? 5th ranked Unities. We'll see if they are still 5th ranked when we get to them, but should be another good test for us. We'll be right back. All right, we're back for game number 2. Before we jump into that, I figured I'd just show you a quick update on our France stuff. Doesn't really matter that much because this is a competition we're just not interested in for what we're trying to achieve. But it's still good to know that we have gone undefeated since I've joined them. So We beat Germany a couple times, obviously beat Portugal 3-2 and 4-0, which that Portugal is the team that beat Spain before. And of course, the wins against Sweden here as well. Apparently, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Mbappe is very, very good. He scores for fun. This other guy, Jerome Talbot, whatever, is also very, very good. He scores when we rest Mbappe. So it's definitely been fun to watch for sure. The next game up for these guys is, I think, not until next year. Yeah, we're going to actually be playing Spain in the International League semifinal. So that'll be a fun rematch for us, or maybe not rematch, but kind of going back to see Spain again. Hopefully France is the better team now, because if they're not, then what did we do wrong type of thing. But we'll see. We'll see how things go here. But again, we don't really care about this stuff until we get to the World Cup in another year or so. But yeah, let's get back to Lazio. And we are currently third, although several guys around us, Zebra, Torino, and Inter all have games in hand. Udinese did actually drop down to 7th, so a bit of a drop from where they were before we got to this game, actually. But here's the team we're going to be bringing. We got Legal, obviously, in goal. Ostigard on the left. Napolitano, Oswald in the middle. And Papetti on the right-hand side. We're going to bring Fall in here. He's back from his injury. We're going to see if he has see what he can do. Young guy here. I don't know. Maybe we can develop into something. But we'll probably bring Traore in at some point if he is starting to struggle. DeFabio comes into the DLP again with Splinter on the other right-hand side. Joan, Mitrovic, and Places up front. Although Places is pretty tired. I probably should swap him out for Daka, to be honest. Give Daka a chance to play up here. I mean, it does say he's weak here, but I think Daka's going to be just fine. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. And we can always bring Places on if we absolutely have to, but I think Daka can do the job here. Let's get into this game and get things rolling. Hopefully another good result for us today, because we sure need it. It definitely looks like Inter is not going to be slipping up anytime soon. So really the only way they're going to slip up is potentially against us or against Zebra. So we will have to do the best we can so that we're ready to take advantage of the, of any slip ups they do have, since they are going to be kind of few and far between. Here comes an early highlight for Udinese. Hopefully we get a good takeaway here soon. Come on, guys. Oh, they're pushing up pretty good here. Oh, they're pushing up real good here. Come on, guys. What in the world was that? Not exactly sure how he scored that. See, it kind of looked like... Let me see this again. Just the angle just looked a little weird. Oh, okay. Never mind. It was just there. It was just kind of a weird... It looked like... I don't know. I don't know what I was seeing. It just looked a little weird on the angle. But, I mean, that was definitely in, right? Or is it the whole... Does the whole ball have to cross the line for it to count? Yeah, that counted. Okay. Because I've seen some that I thought were in, and then it turned out that they actually didn't count. So, oh... Definitely Daka should have chased that one down better and been able to score that one, in my opinion. But that's all right. If he'd been in a striker role, he would have scored that. Papetti pushing the ball up. He's going to be able to not get it to Daka again. And this is not a attacking midfielder thing. I mean, this is just, they're staying behind the line here, so they're not offsides. We're just not getting it in the right position for them. Counterattack continuing for Udinese here. I say counterattack. I guess they're a little bit more set now, so it's a little more of just a standard attack at this point. If he'd scored that one, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, Legal, I know Legal is one of our weakest links, but come on, buddy. You got to play better than that for sure. If you, I mean, he didn't score that one, but I think he would have if it had been on target, to be honest. Because Legal definitely looked like he was not ready for that one. Man, they are pushing up pretty hard. All right, throwing coming in. Ostigard gets it into Mitrovic. Back to Ostigard. To Fabio with the ball now. Get it across to Daka's in a good spot. See that? Daka doesn't have to be a striker. He can be a shadow striker. He's fine. Still got the skills. Yeah, I get it. You want me to play him in a more familiar position, but I don't see how this play right here would have been any different had he been in a different position at all. Now, you could argue the other way as well. If I was playing him as a striker, would it be any different? Like, if it's not any different one way, it's not any different the other way, right? But I don't know. Seems like it's been working for us for the most part, so I'm going to keep things as they are. Plus, it's kind of fun to do something different. I mean, in a lot of ways, it's very similar to our 4-3-3. We just push the strikers back and push the the midfielders out. I mean, we're kind of, there's a lot of similarities there, but all right, Splitter with the corner kick coming across. Oh, nobody there. Oswald should be able to chase this down. He does. Back to Papetti. Papetti to Oswald. Over to Papetti. Getting kind of crowded there, so a little bit of a reset here. Getting it back to Legal. Over to Ostegard with Falls right on his his toes there. Fall over to Joan. Joan to DeFabio. Fabio pushing the ball up pretty good. Splinter with the ball here. He's going to go for a goal and get an easy one there. Splinter really does like playing from that right-hand side, I think. He's been playing really, really well from that right-hand side. Just coming in from just a different angle, I guess, or something. I don't know what it is that gives him that little extra something. Little extra burst of speed as he's coming in from this tight angle here. And then just getting a really tight shot. And he scored a couple like that. Hey, we're first because the other teams have 2 games in hand against us. But that's okay. We'll take it. Daka with the ball, pushing it up here. What's he going to do with it? Going to give it up is what he's going to do with it. Up, Splinter's there to pick that up, though. Another one. Splinter just loves that side of the field. He just loves shooting from over here, apparently. Maybe it's the way it looks. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's similar to how, like, I'm more familiar with basketball than soccer/football. And so, I mean, sometimes you get 3-point shooters who just, like that, the wings or the corner shot or something like that, or depending on where they're at on the court, So maybe it's the same type of thing. I'm sure it is, right? I mean, it would have to be kind of a similar type of a mindset. You like a certain view of the goal, and that's the one that you know exactly where to put the ball to give you the best chance of scoring. Whereas if you were on the other side, or even if you were straight on, you might not have as much of a shoot ratio or a scoring ratio, maybe. Well, we gave up one there. Kind of feel like we should have done better there. Yeah, I'm just not really covering the ball up as well as we should. I still feel like our goalkeeper is just not playing well. Maybe I'm just not being fair to him. Maybe we're playing a bad defense and making it harder on him than it needs to be. But I feel like there's been a few shots that he should have just positioned himself better, played better, whatever you want to say. It just hasn't happened. Probably will bring Fell out here in a minute. He's not playing super well. Bring Traore back into that spot. Honestly, that may be Traore's permanent spot here. If after seeing this performance from Fall, I was hoping he'd do a little bit better today, but nah. We'll bring Traore into that. Mitrovic likes this tagging midfielder spot too. We're looking pretty good in a lot of ways. Like, how does this play look different with our 4-3-3? Let me think for a second. Okay, well, one way it looks different is that we have this guy over here, Places. Well, he wouldn't be Places, but he'd be someone else, probably be Mitrovic or something like that, playing in here a little bit more, right? And then instead of Papetti, I think this is Papetti, right? Yeah, Papetti right here, he comes out further out, right? So maybe that's probably the biggest thing is we have our midfielder here and Papetti out here. But instead, what we have is Papetti playing here, which probably gives him a little bit better chance of kind of picking up some kind of defensive attacks coming up the middle here. And we have a better offensive player out on the outside. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else could be different here. It does give us a little bit more space here in the middle, I feel like, potentially. And really, the strikers are kind of doing the same thing they normally would, though. There's really not much difference from this formation and the other one from a striking standpoint, just because, I mean, they can't go any further than the line. They can't go past the line. They're offsides. And so, I don't know. It's be interesting to kind of analyze it a little bit differently from a different kind of maybe a side-by-side or something. But And this is my brain that knows nothing about really soccer, football stuff at all, really, to be honest. I don't. I know what I've learned from playing this game and watching occasional like World Cup matches on TV. That's about all I know. I mean, I watch a few guys on YouTube that play this game. So I'm picking up a few things from guys that do know the sport, but it's just interesting. It's definitely, I like the sport a lot, honestly. It's really grown on me a lot, especially from this game, being able to manage it myself standpoint. It's a lot of fun. Oh, that was bad. I mean, it was almost good. It was almost good, but then it was bad. Good effort. Good try. I thought we had a really good play there. A good tackle turned into ultimately a risk that maybe we didn't need to take at this stage in the game. We're up to, I don't know that we needed to take that risk of trying to get a slide tackle there that missed ultimately and left the guy wide open for a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, who we know, again, not doing super great. Yeah, we'll bring places in here for Mitrovic. Come on, guys. Don't give up here. Oh, Splinter. Oh, there's a red card on Splinter. So that's unfortunate. All right. Well, all we're going to do then is we're going to bring places, maybe. Yeah, we'll bring places out here. And we'll just do 2 up front. And that should be fine. Pair of shadow strikers up front. I think that's actually going to be okay. And we will obviously we'll push this back down to maybe we'll just we'll go down to balanced. All right, Napolitano with the ball here, over to DeFabio, back to Napolitano. It's really bad pass there. I mean that's I'm not sure what that was, and then let him get past us. I mean, here's another goal right here. What are you guys doing? Like, just giving stuff away at this point. I mean, we're going to end up drawing this game now. And I don't feel like it deserves to be a draw. Like, it really just feels like it shouldn't be a draw right now. I'm going to go back up to positive. I'd rather, honestly, this is dumb. I know. I mean, it sounds dumb because obviously it draws at least a point. But personally, I'd rather go for a win than settle for a draw. Oh, I should have swapped. Pushed to go out. I meant to. And totally forgot. It looks like we're going to have to settle for the draw. Oh, well, we got maybe one more player, although it could be a counterattack the other direction. Trayer with the ball. Gets it across to nobody. I'm not sure what he was doing there. And let's look like the highlight probably will continue. Yeah, it's still lingering there. Papetti trying to get it down to somebody. Unfortunately, not able to do it. Oswald, though, with the ball. Tries to get up to somebody. He also can't do it. There are 2 Trayors on the field now. Our Trayor gets the ball. Tries to do something with it. Can't do it. Oswald trying to do something. Places with the ball. Pushing it up. Now we have an attack. Is Places going to be able to... That was a very bad placement, Places. We got another highlight already, which is not great, but... Let's see what happens. Ooh, Papetti with a great takeaway. To Fabio, over to Daka. Daka now with the ball. He's covered up by a couple guys, which makes sense because we are down a person. They're going to be able to double team someone like a Daka there. But here they come on the counterattack. I'm not sure what that was. We'll take it. Laga up to Napolitano. Napolitano to Daka again. Daka's got Joan over here on the left-hand side. She's going to get it to Trayer. Trayer, who we have seen score some stuff. Not able to get that one. That would have been amazing if Trayer comes on late and picks something up. And the highlight continues, which I'm not liking because I feel like Udinese has got the momentum right now. And nope, that was it. Man, I feel like we should have gotten the win there, to be honest. That was... They actually had a lot of pressure on us, to be fair. So maybe we got... I don't want to say we got lucky because I feel like we had a good control of the game for the most part until the end there, really. Honestly, it was probably this third goal that really felt like it turned things against us in a much bigger way than it should have. So, oh well, we got a draw. It was an away game, to be fair. So a draw, away game. Probably should have brought Treyarch in from the beginning, which I think I will start doing going forward. Splinter banned for a match. Fitness concerns for places. And yeah, I mean, definitely we didn't have the possession. We didn't have the shot. So maybe that went the way it was supposed to. All right, well, we'll be back next time for a very tough pair of games against Zebra and Inter. Obviously, that's going to be just, I mean, if we win against Zebra and Inter, I would imagine we probably go top of the league at that point, because that's two really tough games that would, you know, I mean, at least we would be second behind Inter, I would say. But I think there's a chance that we could go top of the league if we beat those two. But it's a tough thing. It's a tough ask. Will we beat them? I don't know. I'll keep playing this formation a little bit longer, maybe make some minor adjustments. We shall see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.